Devontae Adams and Justin Jefferson are the undisputed two best receivers in the league right now, which is why this is actually going to really impact the Justin Jefferson when we have to extend him after the season. Now we're back onto this Justin Jefferson contract, because one thing, all Vikings fans are on the same page here. When we say after the season, we have to focus on bringing Justin Jefferson back and making him one of the highest paid receivers in the league. He's young, he stays healthy, and damn, is that guy elite. I mean, Justin Jefferson is, like I said, he's undisputed top 2 receiver in the league right now. Him and Devontae Adams are playing for the top receiver in the league right now. And when you look at this Tyreek Hill contract that we just saw the Dolphins sign, we'll head back on over to this. Tyreek Hill making $30 million a year. Devontae Adams making $28 million a year. These are 2 trades that happened in this offseason. One traded to the Dolphins, made him the highest paid receiver. One traded to the Raiders before Tyreek Hill was the highest paid receiver in the league and in NFL history. And this is going to impact Justin Jefferson's value a lot, because you're looking at teams and you're seeing this trend ever since the DeAndre Hopkins signing, where it's much more than what was next, Keenan Allen, Mike Williams contracts. You're seeing this a lot more around the league, where teams are valuing wide receivers more than ever before. More than ever before. It's not just about the quarterback, it's about who the quarterback is throwing to. And you're seeing this going on around the league for the last few seasons. And this is what we're going to see happen with Justin Jefferson, because obviously Justin Jefferson is going to get a similar contract to one of these top ones. They're older. Some of them are injury prone, and Justin Jefferson is just better. So he's going to get a close contract with these top 3. I'd expect him, honestly, I'd expect him to get a Tyreek Hill money, because if you just look at it right now, I mean, you're expecting that the Vikings will have more caps spending this next season. And yes, they will get Justin Jefferson will likely get around $30 million a year. And I can't say I'm mad about that. Obviously, I don't like that much money going to a single player, but when that single player is Justin Jefferson, who does everything right, and if he's demanding that money, fine. And I have no problem with players demanding money. You know, I hear a lot of people talk about how, oh, why would you demand $30 million? Why don't you take a pay cut to help up your team? Who cares? He's worth it. He's completely worth it. I don't care if Justin Jefferson is demanding a similar contract to Tyreek Hill and Devontae Adams, because he deserves that. He deserves it. It's not just about the money. Like, obviously, if he had $18 million a year, if he had a similar contract to Adam Thielen, $16.2 a year, he's fine. Like, that's a lot of money. That's a ridiculous amount of money. It's not just about the money. It's about what the money says. If we pay Justin Jefferson this much money, we're saying that he's worth it, which he is. And Justin Jefferson completely changed this Vikings team. And he's going to probably run Adam Thielen out of town. I'm going to be honest. I said that Adam Thielen, this will likely be his last season with the Vikings, because we're going to move that money to Justin Jefferson. And this is where our focus needs to be right now, is how we can afford Justin Jefferson contract extension after this year. A lot of people will also bring up that Justin Jefferson, being a first-round draft pick, you can use the 5th-year option on him. You can bring him back for a 5th year. That's just disrespectful. Why would you use the 5th-year option on a player that has just had 2 of the best seasons this last 2 years, where he made a Pro Bowl, 2nd team All-Pro the last 2 seasons, and you're just going to use a 5th-year option, have him pay him a little bit of money this next season? Come on, guys. Make Justin Jefferson a top 3 paid receiver in the league. You just have to do it after the season. You have to extend him after the season. It just has to happen, because he's the focal point of our Vikings offense. And especially with Kevin O'Connell calling these plays, is going to make bigger impact than he did the last 2 seasons. I'm so happy to have Justin Jefferson on this team. I'm so happy Howie Roseman decided to draft Jalen Reagor, because there's nothing I enjoy more than watching Justin Jefferson run past guys and destroy every opposing defensive back that he goes against. I love the guy so much, and it's going to be so interesting to watch how he's going to play with Kevin O'Connell calling the offense, how O'Connell used Cooper Kupp last season. Now you're using Justin Jefferson, who's more versatile than Cooper Kupp. See what I'm saying here? Justin Jefferson should have one of the best receiver seasons of all time.